most children, education begins with a walk to school. But for children living with deafblindness and other complex disabilities, that journey often begins with barriers including silence, isolation, and years of exclusion. For many families in rural Uganda, disability has long been misunderstood. Many parents believed their children could never learn, that school was impossible, that inclusion was simply out of reach. But in Mayuge district, a quiet revolution is changing the narrative. Children with complex disabilities face multiple challenges. Many remain hidden at home because schools are often unprepared to support their needs, while stigma continues to isolate families.
Initially, these children have been neglected, unloved, seen as if there is no future in them. So this motivated me at least to support them and to show them love.
Another challenge they have is accessing the kinds of information around them because they don't see and they don't hear. These children face a lot of barriers in accessing services around them like education, therapy, health information.
Behind every disability is a child with untapped potential, a potential waiting to be discovered. To bridge the gap between exclusion and opportunity, Sense International Uganda introduced a community-based home learning model for children with complex disabilities. The approach takes learning in a familiar, safe, and supportive environment.
The home-based learning approach helps to bring the services closer to them in an environment that is familiar to them, where the caregivers are able to participate and support them. So it helps to prepare them for transition to the nearest school.
For children with deafblindness, communication is often the biggest challenge. Without access to sight and hearing, understanding the world becomes difficult. But through specialized support, new pathways to learning begin to emerge. Teachers receive specialized training to support learners both at home and in school.
Children who have deafblindness, we can train them to use tactile communication. So we train the teachers in tactile communication, use of touch. So the teacher chooses the kind of content that fits the child and uses the methods that fit the child. It's also important in that it involves all the family.
Learning begins with simple steps: recognizing touch, understanding routines, communicating needs, building confidence, and most importantly, discovering that learning is possible. The model is transforming both learners and families and strengthening government special needs education systems.
This project, we want to see every child in and every child learning. It's called an all-in and an all-learning project funded by Comic Relief. This program has also helped in that many children have learned the many skills that they are trained at home and they have transited to school. So you find that many children have now joined schools.
Creating inclusive education requires systems that respond to the realities of children with complex disabilities. That is why Sense International Uganda partnered with the National Curriculum Development Center to adapt learning for children who are often left behind.
The content that is in the community-based education curriculum is so flexible, and even the caregiver, the parent who is looking after this learner can be taken through, and this parent can use it.
The collaboration between Sense International Uganda and the National Curriculum Development Center has produced adapted learning materials, caregiver guides, instructor manuals, and vocational training packages.
These learners, much as they are deaf-blind, they can do something hands-on. So we came up with vocational courses, 7 of them. We have the horticulture, we have the beverage and snacks. There are those who have some residual sight and some residual hearing who can be able to be assisted and they can earn a living like making, you can see that the popcorns, they can do it with guidance from the caregivers. And then we have the last one, the jewelry, where they are making beads and necklaces so that they can earn a living.
For many parents, the biggest transformation has not only been in their children, it has been in themselves. Acceptance replacing fear, hope replacing despair. Perhaps the greatest transformation is happening inside the home. Parents who once felt hopeless are beginning to see possibility. Children who were once isolated are becoming active participants in family life. Families across villages once told their children could never learn are now witnessing them transition into mainstream schools after the groundbreaking home-based learning program by Sense International Uganda.
Kubanga n'okwemera yitayemera batukaba nkati ayenda kagaali kakano yakavuga kubanga chansi bwe yanamba yavuga kagaali yako yatandika okutambula yavuga yabuusa ku n'emipira n'akanti oba obuusa kubuusa ndikozesa akandi najja okola nti atandika kutambula ku kagaali okwo.
Nsiimira irala mu byonna byonna ekitongole kya Sense mulimu gwe kitukozeemu n'okutugemesaaku ife beene twali twaweesa ssuubi amazima gali olw'abaana bano be tulina obulemu ng'ow'omulingirirawo obona ng'ali kumena.
As children gain confidence and foundational skills at home, many begin transitioning into mainstream schools, a milestone once thought impossible.
These children, they used it to force them to come to school. They could even cry. But nowadays, the parents told me that they are the ones who tells their parents to bring them at school.
But due to this continuous support and the exercises done, the activities left for the parents to do have helped these children to change. Others can utter some words, others can even talk, now others can even walk. So that is the impact created, and that has helped them even to transit from home to school.
Inclusion is changing classrooms and changing attitudes. The impact extends far beyond individual learners. Communities that once stigmatized disability are becoming places of acceptance.
It has sensitized the parents to know that disability doesn't mean sickness. It has helped parents to learn the different skills that they need to support their children.
One child empowered, one family transformed, one community changed forever. Yet despite the progress, thousands of children with complex disabilities remain unreached. Many still wait for the opportunity to learn.
So you find that those children, after the program that brought them from the village and helped them transit to school ends, we never know what may happen after.
Despite what we are doing as organizations and government, there's quite a lot that is needed. First of all, there is need to have more teachers trained to be able to support these learners better. Currently, we are working with mainstream teachers from near schools to visit children at home and bringing learning closer to them. But these are just a few of them that are trained. There is also need to provide more resources. For example, at the district level, where we have the Special Needs Education Department underfunded to be able to run inclusive education activities across the district.
We work together because the development partners, of course, they come to support. And when it comes to learners with special needs, we need you more so that you can support us in areas that there is a gap, to bridge the gap.
Education begins with opportunity, inclusion begins with belief, and transformation begins when every child is seen, valued, and supported to thrive, because disability does not mean inability. The progress achieved so far shows what is possible when families, teachers, government institutions, and development partners work together. Thanks to innovative partnerships, dedicated teachers, committed parents, and the support of development partners, children once left behind are now discovering their potential. With sustained commitment, more children can access education, participate in their communities, and build independent futures. But the journey is far from over. For every child reached, many more are still waiting.